Let's start with the NFC South when we talk about the Buccaneers. Look at the draft ball there. Good football players.
Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of the Cornhuskers and home to some of the most loyal fans in the sport, where, once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. The Buffaloes will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers offense will start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Here's the handoff. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Makes the catch past the sticks. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
So for the defense, yes, gave up the completion. But you keep rushing the passer like that, eventually you might be able to affect the quarterback a good amount throughout the game.
He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Huskers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll give it to the back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Husker!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Colorado's offense will take the field for the first time. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways and how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because...
Picked off! Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Kind of papered over, at least glossed over and ignored a bit because all the critical focus has been on the other quarterback. So let's start with the good. He's the easiest of all these top quarterbacks to make.
This defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. He knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Mayer.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run on the doorstep. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a...
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Handoff to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Dropping back, it's Sanders. He's got his man. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Buffaloes want to move quickly. Off the play fake on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Just making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks the way Trev Alberts always did.
Yeah, just finding a guy that can sniff out the quarterback and kind of feel it, have those instincts. You could tell he saw it, went and got it, just like your boy Trev Alberts was.
Quick spin on the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through stage.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The give to the tailback. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him one to the 14. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw on 2nd down. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB and tried to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with it, though.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Got it in the middle. It's Boyd. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
On fourth down, going to the air. Under heat, he gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a first and goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lloyd. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the first down. Couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing. Didn't turn it over. Dumped it off to his running back. His running back got some positive yards. But guess what? Now it's decision time. It's fourth down.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Got it past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. He's got his man. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Boyd. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. The RPO. It's complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
A very productive play on first down has now set us up with his 2nd and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution to drive by that offense.
Get that touchdown right before the half. Build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Give to the single back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Huskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us on this very...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buffaloes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
To the air, it's Raiola. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Ball in the air, intercepted! And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. They get him down after he makes the catch. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
Well, they were able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he...
Lofts one high and deep. And he makes the catch at the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Husker! And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Fires to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. Either they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They go to the draw. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 24 over Bowling Green. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Raiola. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Grab near the marker. It's Coleman. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
The Huskers will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure?
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
An offense has practiced the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first down. If they do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
And the Huskers have their offense in high gear. He's looking to throw it. He's straight downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players. And I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been ahead. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice game on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take it in. This drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around. And the last Flyers won high indeed. Makes the grab inside the 30. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown,
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page.
Michael Porter Jr. had 15, Murray had 16, Joseph had 16.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Only the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Cornhuskers ready to go back. Nigga, you the best nigga on my team. Nigga, I need 35.
This time, paid off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
The best nigga on the team.
35 shots. Get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown.
My best offensive player, bro.
Multiple possessions in a row.
I need to go crazy.
They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Hey, look, if we lose, you two losing, and you missing.
Speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run down.
I'm cool with losing, and you done took 35 shots, and your shit just went falling tonight, bro. Hey, the team shouldn't be sad or mad that you took that many shots. They should understand.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning.
Live and die by this man.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass.
That goddamn Steven Adams combination killing bro.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man.
Killing him, bro. Losing them niggas up.
They are still strong.
About to kick it away.
How many times you want to? Put his shoulder on your bitch ass.
And they thought about a return, then bring it out to the 25. And the Colorado offense
this was
coming back on
the reason we lost that.
This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that. But they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time.
Yeah, I watched the highlights, man. We were making shit on that. Oh, good. That's what I watched the highlight.
hung on to the football.
I watched highlights of that game.
Yeah,
Bad
that's why
people
they
just
call it a
knocking
game of
shit
inches,
down.
dude. But I'll say this, if you're on offense,
Yeah.
don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you
One
can
of them I
build
just seen
off
him walk
David
down, pull up. I said,
Nice to grab on the left.
he feeling it.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get
So
everybody
they game
lined
7
up.
tomorrow, right?
He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And he makes the extra point.
Yeah.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed
Sit
on
back.
what's
That
going
game
down
won't start
in
already?
this fun college football game today. A lot of we are's inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 28 over Bowling Green. We'll circle back if
So, yeah,
anything
it is
big
just,
happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After
So, I mean, the
getting
Pacers
knocked
gonna
back
play-
to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Damn.
The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quick timeout call.
I forgot I do have
defense,
that down there. I
stopping the
played
clock
it.
to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Raiola.
The vision is there.
Got his man all by himself. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Husker. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Ready to try.
Well, you playing new chug, man.
And
What
now
you mean?
with the extra
You got
point,
credit
they're
something?
up by 18.
No, they talking about he gonna have to go to another team.
Why?
They're Ricky. I mean, not Ricky, but shit, the backup running back.
Well, they drafted 2 on the team.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Shit, they drafted the one from Tennessee.
Colorado has the
That
ball
was
back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find some...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Through the air is incomplete. It leads to the 2nd down.
2nd down coming up. Back to throw, it's Sanders. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Fires to the wideout. Caught it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
It's now second and goal to go.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Looking to throw on second down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. The 40, at the 30, inside the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
34.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's taking a deep shot. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. There's a long and storied history of